Hello everyone, my name is Lawrence C. Pascual from 12th STEM HOOKE in Malinta National High School, Senior High School. The topic of this video is about vectors. What is vector? A vector is a quantity or phenomenon that has two independent properties. That is magnitude and direction. We have four things to remember to solve a vector. First is the Pythagorean theorem. R equals square root of x squared plus y squared. Next, the tangent function. Tan theta equals the opposite over adjacent. But we are going to use the theta equals tan raised to -1 and the quantity of opposite and adjacent. Then we have to remember the direction that north and east are both positives while west and south are both negative. Finally, we have to remember the rule that opposite is always sine and adjacent is always cos. I have four vectors and let's add it. Vector 1, 6 meters north. Vector 2, 3 meters east. Vector 3, 5 meters 40 degrees east of south. Vector 4, 2 meters 25 degrees north of east. Now, it needs us to organize our data into tables. Since our vector 3 and 4 has both x and y component, we need to solve for its x and y components. First, we have to look for the x and y component of first and second vector. Vector 1 has 0 meters of x component and 6 meters for y component. Vector 2 has 3 meters x component and 0 meters y component. And the x and y component of 3 and 4 is still missing because it has both of x and y component. First, let's solve for the vector 3. To solve for its component, we have to remember cx equals c cos theta and cy equals c sin theta. If it's east of south, the angle should start to south towards east. Let's solve for its y component first. Cy equals c sin theta, substitute and we get cy equals 3.21 meters. Its x component. Cx equals c cos theta, substitute and we get cx equals
3.83 meters.
The x component is positive because it is headed towards the east. And the y component is negative because it is headed towards the south. Now, let's move on to vector 4. If it's north of east, the angle should start to east toward north. Let's solve for its y component first. Cy equals c sin theta, substitute and we get cy equals 0.85 meters. Next, its x component. Cx equals c cos theta, substitute and we get cx equals 1.81 meters. Since both of x and y component of vector 4 is headed towards positive direction, which is north and east, they are both positive. Our table is complete, and the next step is to get the sum of x and y component. R stands for the resultant vector. Since they are both positive, the direction is 3.64 meters north and 8.64 meters east. Solving its resultant vector. First, we will use the Pythagorean theorem to get its meter. That is, r equals to square root of x squared plus y squared. Substitute and we get the answer. Just need three significant figures. So, the answer is r equals 9.38 meters. For getting the degree, we will use the tangent function. Substitute and we will get theta equals 22.8 degrees. Since the angle starts from east towards north, we get north of east. And finally, the answer is r equals 9.38 meters, 22.8 degrees north of east.